Basically, in any programming language, the first program you write is hello world, which means you'll print hello world onto the screen. So before going into writing this program in Python, let's see how it can be written in Java. So in Java, it's something like that. It has classes, string args, static void mains, and then system out println hello world. Now what this code mainly does is when you, as soon as you run this code, it will just print hello world onto the screen. But just for printing hello world, you're writing like 3 lines of code. But in Python, that's not the case. As soon as you write this one single line, print hello world, when you run this line, it'll execute and it'll print hello world onto the screen. The both programs are doing exactly same things, but this is a bit harder to understand. This is very easy to understand. That's why most of the people choose Python as their primary language, first language. Even before learning C, a lot of people nowadays are learning Python because of its easy to read syntax. So now let's go run our first program. For running for this entire course, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code, which is like a editor. You can even use Sublime Text, Atom, whatever it is, or you can even use IDE if you know what it is. So I've created a new file. Let me save it. So let me save it into a folder called PyFrames, which is in my desktop. Let me go here. So let me save it in PyFrames. And then now I'm sorry, I'll create a new file. I'll save it into the PyFrames. I didn't name the earlier file, so I'm going to name this as hello.py. Observe this thing. This is hello.py, which is an extension for Python files. So whenever you say hello.py, you're saying that it is a Python file. You're saying the computer that you want to run this file as a Python file. So this is the extension. So now I want to write the print function, the print hello world program here. How I can do that is, I'm sorry, you can write hello world. You can simply save this program. If you want to run this program, you have to go to the terminal, which is command prompt in if you're in Windows. So here, first of all, you have to go to the folder where your file is present. For example, if I am not present in the folder where the file is present, it will throw me an error if I want to run the file. This file is present in desktop in PyFrames folder. So I have to go to desktop using CD, and then I have to go to PyFrames. Okay. So now if I do ls here, I'm saying hello.py here, which is a file we have just now created. If I want to run that file in Windows machines, what you can do is you can just say py space hello.py. But in Mac machine, actually you have to say that python 3 space hello.py. Here observe that I'm saying Python 3 because Python has got two versions, which is Python 2 and Python 3. Basically Python 2 and Python 3 are completely different. If you write some code in Python 2, if you run it in Python 3, you'll face some errors, vice versa. If you write it in Python 3, you'll face a lot of errors if you want to run it in Python 2. So they both are different. But in Mac machines, whenever you buy a Mac machine, it comes with both Python 2 and Python 3. So whenever you want to run the file, you have to explicitly say that I want to run this file using Python 3. So you have to say that Python 3 space the file name, which is hello.py in my case. If I press enter, it is printing hello world. Simple. That's it. That's what we have done now. We have created a file which is a Python file. In that we have created some code. We have written some code which is print hello world, which what is it we are going to see in a bit, and then it will print out hello world onto the screen. But when you're running this, if you face an error saying that Python is an unknown command, in Windows machines basically you will see Python is an unknown command, which means you haven't installed Python yet. So go to YouTube, you can see a lot of videos how to install Python. But if you want to know if Python is installed on your machine, you can just give a command python hyphen version, not Python 3. On Windows machine, you can just say python hyphen version. But on Mac machine, if you say that, it will give you Python 2 version. But if you want to see the version of Python 3, you have to say Python 3 hyphen version, because Mac comes with both Python 2 and 3. So that's why I have to explicitly say Python 3 space the file name. So that's how it works. It will print hello world. Now let's see what the code that we have written here. Now print hello world. Let's see what print hello world. Here this print with this with this curly braces, sorry, this is not curly braces, this parenthesis, this print with this two parentheses is called a function. What are functions we're going to see in future lectures, but understand that print is called is an inbuilt function in Python, and this print function takes in some argument, some input into the these brackets, this parenthesis, and then whatever is given inside this parenthesis will be printed out. For example, if you say print hello world, it will be printing hello world. If you say print Murthy, it will print Murthy. So whatever you're giving into this parenthesis, that is called an argument. Okay, not just in print function, in any function, if you give something inside that parenthesis, that given thing is called, that given value is called argument. Okay, so basically this print is a function. What are functions we're going to see in future lectures, and what is this argument, how to pass arguments, this all will come under functions, which is a kind of future topic.